What's up guys, this is your boy Phantom TCU here. It's been a long time since I made a Vanguard deck profile, and I'm gonna try to upload more videos or, card games and stuff. But yeah, now that we're in quarantine, I finally got my camera batteries and stuff, but I didn't have like that time to play with friends, and obviously here quarantine is a little bit more weirder. So yeah. Anyways, this deck is one that I've been like trying out a lot. Literally, I haven't like give up on this deck, and literally I took this to Springfest and the last regionals. Obviously, now that we are in quarantine, we couldn't do that much, but really, it's just one of my favorite decks to play with, and really I really want to see more support for Lost Legend. Want to keep this video as short as possible, so I will be going through the cards a little bit more faster, and I'm going to explain one thing. That one thing is that I'm not playing Valkyrian. Why am I not playing Valkyrian? First of all, it just takes space, and really, I don't want to play cards that only have two purposes. Just to discard to search for a grade 4 and to bind it. I really don't like that kind of stuff, and I don't want to waste 2 spaces or 3 spaces on a card that I probably won't see. So if I see a card, I really want to give as much use as possible. Even so, I really want to apply pressure to my opponent. So yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be in my deck profile. Anyways, starting off with the Grade 0 and the trigger lineup, obviously I'm playing Primordial Draco Kid because it fits more with Lost Legend. Alright, we're playing obviously the 4 heals, self-explanatory. We're playing 5 draws and 7 crit. This trigger lineup is my personal preference. First of all, I really like the draw triggers because I really want to see some cards. I really want to get that card advantage. I really want to have as much cards in my hand as possible in order to do all the stuff, all the combos, or all the plays. And basically that's the reason I'm playing 5. The criticals, just self-explanatory. If you get them, you just crit your opponent, given an extra damage. And put more pressure on board. Right, now to grade 4s. Now that I explain why I don't want to play Valkyrian. Alright, we're playing 4 copies of Mystery Flare and 1 copy of the Metallica Phoenix. You go into Metallica Phoenix if you don't have cards in your bind zone, or if you don't want to waste your Mystery Flare, or your last Mystery Flare is in your hand. That's the reason why we have Metallica Phoenix in here. And obviously it's a good grade 4 in that case. I'm not going to explain the effect of Mystery Flare because I want to keep this video as fast as possible and as short as possible. So yeah, but just like to fit all the effect, you do stuff depending on the grade, the sum of the grades that are being binded. So the main condition is just to get to 13, give all your units 10k extra power, and just start swinging. Obviously, one of the best ways to finish up is having the 19 effect that you get an extra turn. But if you get to 13 is basically okay. Next we play 4 Lost Legends. Sorry, excuse me. The reason why I played this is just that extra card when you put something on top of it. Yeah, Chrono Jet is okay, but just Chrono Jet is a deck of itself, and I want this to be as unique as possible. So that's the reason why I'm playing still Lost Legend, and I really do like the artwork, and I hope we get more support for him. And obviously the effect I was like I was saying, if something writes on top of him, counterblast 2, draw 1 card. So you get an extra card to in your hand in order it's like grade 2s or some weird shit. Alright, for grade 2s we play discards, and I'm gonna leave my spicy text in here. Or some weird cards, probably not my spicy text, but some cards that I saw that are useful and I'm still testing. Lost Break is a very good card. You really want to see him in your hand in order to bind stuff from your hand and draw that extra card. And Nabu is just to apply that pressure to your opponent. Obviously, she's a guard restrict. She's very useful, no joke. She's extremely amazing, and this girl goes in every Gear Chronicle deck. Lost Break on rear guard, he is 13k, and obviously that's a good number to hit Forest Clan. And the other effect is when you call it on rear guard or on Vanguard, you grab a card from your hand, you bind it, and draw an extra card. Now the other 2 cards are Steam Reporter Abu and Steam Engineer Imta. Alright, let's go a little more in depth in these 2 common ass cards. Alright, first of all, let's debating on playing 4 copies of him or 4 copies of him. This guy right here, if you intercept with him, you bind a card from your hand, he basically turns into a PG. You have a PG on your field. And obviously you bind a card from your hand. That's cool. Let's set that aside. This guy right here, if he hits, when the attack hits, it could be rear guard or Vanguard, bind this unit, draw a card, and bind a card from your hand. Basically, if you hit him, you have let's say at max 6 grades sum on your bind with him if you bind a grade 4, and you draw an extra card, so you go through your deck a little bit more quicker. That's the reason why I'm playing him, and I'm still testing him the same as him, but I really do enjoy playing this guy over this guy, but I'm still play testing them. That's it for grade 2s. Now grade 1s, I really wanted them to be just filter deck and do some minimum stuff. So obviously Steam Bread, obviously the 1 card that goes to your deck and adds a grade 4, he gets 5k when you discard a card. So extremely amazing. Obviously call this top 5. If you don't add something, you just tried and still get the effect. Then we have this guy right here. You really want to see this guy in your opening hand if you're going second, because if this guy hits, you bind a card from your hand and draw a card. So you start building up your bind zone to do the Mystery Flare as soon as possible, or at least get the first 2 effects in play. And the other effect, he becomes a grade 3 when discarding for an effect. So he's pretty okay, I have to say it. It's just like being Rover but for Lost Light, if you want to see it like that. Next we play 4 copies of Quickie Worker. This is basically just to put back your cards and draw 1 extra card by Soul Blasting 2. But probably you will get rid of this card as soon as the promo card comes out, that when she's discarded, if I'm not mistaken, you call her to rear guard and at the end of the turn or some good shit like that. But she's extremely amazing, and you can even recycle triggers if you already are in that turn where you're basically going to end up your opponent. Just recycle the triggers and that's it, just to secure the kill. And yeah, that's basically it for the Lost Legend deck. It's basically one of my favorite units at the moment, and I've really been enjoying it since he came out. And now that we got the support, some extra support, obviously it's not the best, we're still playing some old cards from the first set, but we got cards like obviously Steam Bread, and some of this guys right here, and Metallica Phoenix. So yeah, that's basically it. Use this deck profile as a reference. You don't have to copy it. One thing about Vanguard is I have to say this is a very lock-based game, so if you don't open the cards, you're probably going to lose. But yeah, at least you can like return some cards and draw new cards. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. You can go and talk shit on the comment section, because I know some of you will probably get triggered, and I don't care. I just really wanted to show my deck profile that I've been working on. And yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and yeah, thanks.